All right, as we know here, it's all garbage. Everything's garbage, but it's fun to talk about. And I especially have the same thing on my mind that everyone has on their mind with the shooting on Saturday. Obviously, unless you live under a rock, the shooting in Minneapolis. I have this up because I wanted the framing of the title. Did not brandish gun, right? The murder of this guy. Everyone's seen it. Everyone's seen the video, so I'm not going to play the video, But it's
Sure.
once again, another thing that happens where, we're seeing how much a lot of people in society, especially those that are online and post online, view things through the lens of partisanship and not principles. And that's bad, bro. That's bad. Because, again, I'm not going to show the video, but this man was unjustly murdered, correct. And anyone saying otherwise is viewing it through a partisanship lens. You just have to be, because it's horrific. It's terrible. As someone who consumes a lot of bullshit media in our society, as you do too, it's pretty remarkable how even some people who love to play the both sides fence sitting game are like, this is bad, right? So this is bad. It was a murder. And again, why is it shitty to view it through the partisanship my team lens? Because someone's ultimate freedom, the freedom to live your life and have it, was taken for an unjustifiable reason. And anyone saying otherwise is, again, you there's no way you're not looking at this unless, like, if you come to that conclusion, you just have a partisanship lens. You just do. Because to say that whatever this man did in the video deserved to be murdered is not correct. It just is not correct, dude. And again, we've said this on here before too, but I'm going to say it again because you always get reminded by these things happening. They're not going to stop. If they can do this to anyone and they don't have to give a shit, they're not stopping with one type of person. Everyone's fair game eventually. All you got to do is be an enemy of the state, bro. And they're just going to be like, bye. No, they can't kill everyone. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, it's always remarkable how much history shows that this never stops with just like one group of people, one type of way. This is like always a disgusting runaway train. And anyone thinking that like, oh, that's my team, I wouldn't be on the other side of this is wrong. You're so dumb. Like, I don't even, we should strive to not be mean here. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. But like, history is loaded with all this stuff, right? It's just dumb. It's just dumb to think that you wouldn't eventually be some sort of target. And it's dumb to frame and think that you have certain freedoms that other people shouldn't have. Everyone's a human fucking being. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I'm completely in the same boat as you. Especially because there are 9 different camera angles of what happened, and just about every single one of them fully exonerate
100%.
Alex Pretti. I mean, so anybody who is unable to just see that for what it is scares me.
Correct.
I don't know how you can look at that video, because I think if you took that video in a vacuum, or if you took that video and just flipped it, I know we apply this all the time, but now more than ever, if you had a conservative protester who was approached by police, pushed onto the ground and maced, and then when his shirt is pulled up because he's on the ground getting wailed on, and a holster that is at the, the seam of at the back of his body, something that he can't even necessarily reach, and you see his arms pinned on the ground, and gets unarmed and then absolutely mag dumped, you would think that any reasonable conservative would be justifiably outraged for something like that. So it's just so hard to take somebody who, just because it's their team that looks bad in this interaction, just can't look at this video for what it fucking is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I have to imagine
that.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say we throw around that 1984 quote a lot. I always see it with this administration in particular.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to the effect of like, don't believe your lying eyes, essentially.
Yeah, right.
Like
right,
what
right.
you see isn't actually what's happening. Come to me for the way that things are. Don't trust your senses. Like that's, I don't know. It's scary, but go ahead.
Yeah, and I've even seen some takes where they start to feel like some people on the right start to feel like they're doing that, so they have to like, but they still support ICE and Trump, so they have to like, I don't know, like.
But that's what's crazy to me. You can support ICE and Trump and still criticize this. You should criticize
No
this.
question.
Criticizing this guy getting
right.
shot down in the street is not a criticism of ICE in general,
No.
right?
No, it's the same sense that like one illegal immigrant murdering someone doesn't mean they're all like you should prosecute that ICE agent. You should whoever shot the man needs to be prosecuted. Right. You're not talking about throwing all of ICE in jail, and we're not talking about throwing all of illegal immigrants out of the country just because one committed a murder. You have a justice system to do justice. Nobody's saying it's perfect.
I mean,
but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, you can still be an ICE and Trump supporter, which is disgusting. I am certainly not. But you still can be and be like, yo, fucking this is horrible. And it's not something you really see. You see more of them being like, you know what's even more sickening? They justify it. The ones that still try to like, they realize how bad it is, but they still try to like be on their team. They justify it by being like, well, if you're of the left, like you kind of have to be mentally insane, as if there's no civil right for anyone to have their opinions. Like, hear me now, quote me later. If you are someone who starts to rationalize things by saying, well, they're the left, who cares? Like,
that's insane.
You are not freedom of opinion and civil rights, basic civil rights. Like, you aren't. Like, you're awful.
Right.
You're horrible. You're fucking wrong. Like, yeah. That's what you are when you say shit like that. And that's how they justify it. Oh, well, he shouldn't be at a protest with a gun that he never brandished, again, by the way, never did anything with, never was threatening at all, was trying to help someone.
Never
He's
reached
a nurse.
for it, never brandished it.
You're not allowed to be left, go to a protest, and have a gun. Because then you're just, because you're there and we know you're mentally insane because of your views, we can just do that. It's like, no, like, everything about that is so anti-freedom, it makes me want to gouge my eyes out. Yeah.
And I was particularly, I mean, this guy was murdered. He was murdered. He was mag dumped. I mean, they put like 10 bullets into him. Every single bullet of which was after he was disarmed. Right?
Correct.
You clearly see in the video.
Yes.
He never reaches for it.
Some homie pulls it and runs.
Turns around
and runs.
And walks away.
Or whatever he did.
And then they just light him up on the ground. Like, I just, how can you be a serious person if you don't take issue with anything about that interaction?
And we're being nice by asking, because you're not a serious person. But yeah, how can you be a serious person?
You can't be. I can't take you as a serious person.
No, it's insane, man. It's insane. Again, I don't support ICE and Trump. I think that's absolutely bare minimum cringe, anybody who does. But again, you can be an ICE and Trump supporter and still have some principles and be against this. What are we talking about?
Correct.
I think that's the statement that really resonates. Come on, bro.
That's the thing that pissed me off the most. This clearly unforgivable act. In a vacuum, it's unforgivable, regardless of who's playing what part.
Right.
And you just can't see that for what it is. You're either a bot, right? You're either a bot, or you truly are too far gone.
Oh,
TFT.
Online, you mean? Sure. Yeah.
Online, right?
Yeah, but we still have the Matt Walshes out there who aren't bots saying this, so they exist.
Dude, Stephen Miller was on Twitter.
Fuck him. Yeah.
A couple afters after it happened, called him a domestic terrorist and a would-be assassin. Kristi Noem comes out.
What a drama king! You're going to hell, Stephen Miller. That's what's happening.
Oh,
in
absolutely.
Your afterlife. But go
if
ahead.
hell is real, that man is at the bottom level.
Go ahead with the Kristi.
Kristi Noem comes out in a press conference, and she says that he approached agents with the gun.
I know.
How am I not supposed to be absolutely infuriated by that? Never mind the fact that he was fucking murdered. I expect Trump's bootlickers to try and make apologies for this, but for the official statements to come out from the White House merely hours after, calling him a terrorist is fucking insane.
We're
That is
not
unforgivable.
We're not asking you to brown nose. We're asking you to eat the whole shit straight from my butthole while it's hot with my body heat. That's what they're asking you to do, dude. It's crazy, man.
That is what they are asking you to do. They're asking you to close your eyes, look at me, I'll tell you what happened, you sweet pretty boy.
We're past
That
licking
is what they're
boots.
fucking doing.
My goodness, we're past licking boots. It's crazy out here, man.
So I just,
All right,
I can't, I was.
Let's see, you did as a
unreasonably-
part of this, you did share the New York Post post about it because they are right.
I did, I delete.
And
Yes, go ahead.
these comments were unhinged. The typical ones that we're saying are your partisanship and you're a scumbag, right? Is that kind of?
Yeah, no, the comment section was full of people just making apologies for the.
Some
ICE
of these are real
agents and
vague
all
though.
this
What
stuff.
level of derangement is Minneapolis? I don't know. Pretty high after ICE got there, but before it was fine. You know, like what?
Well, somebody mentions
Yeah.
blah 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 the 9 billion, and I don't even know what that's a reference to, but apparently Trump is talking about the fraud in Minnesota, like 9 billion that's been stolen, and it's like,
Dude, just
How
show
is that
the
a
evidence and
criticism
proof.
to
I
what-
don't even care. Where's the evidence and proof?
What-
Where's the evidence
even
and proof?
outside,
By the way,
even outside of that, what does that have to do with this man getting gunned down in the street? Not a goddamn thing. What are we
first of
talking
all, correct.
about?
First of all, correct. And actually shows you might be like thinking of retribution for things. And if you're thinking of that and that's what you want,
Yeah.
you're going to hell in the afterlife. That's what's happening.
You're a sick person.
That's what's
Correct.
happening. Anyways,
Yes.
there's people, we've talked about the Minnesota thing briefly. I don't think it was ever a topic, but there's people in jail for the fraud. There's a white lady who ran like the whole like fraud out of Minneapolis. She's in jail,
Yeah.
and there's other people too. So I guess there were Somalian connections underneath like this kingpin lady. So there are some Somalis in jail, whatever. But that's fine because again, this is what I hate about bigots. Bigots go, oh look. Bigots will be like, I hate black people, and then a black person will do one crime, and they'll be like, look at this crime. Now we have to punish all black people. It's like that's so dumb. That's so fucking stupid. That's bigoted. There's some Somalis that went to jail on evidence and proof in the court system that they did wrong things. Good. And this white lady did too. Good. Bring your evidence and proof or shut the fuck up. And to have anything where someone loses their life, the freedom to live their life, just because you're making up that there's fraud or some bull is retribution to such a degree you will burn in hell. That is a frequent, thing I'll say in this topic. But yeah.
No, I mean, this truly was, I mean, just incredibly upsetting. I was irrationally upset all day. What was it, Saturday?
Yeah.
Was it Saturday? Yeah, you texted
It was a
in
gut
the morning
punch.
and you were like,
It was a gut punch.
somebody, dude, that
was a gut
video was
punch.
just so, to see.
The first video I saw
Again,
was so
like,
early,
here's my
people were
thing,
like,
right?
we need Pink Lady video. And I was like, we don't need any other video. What? This is already horrible.
It was,
What the
it was
f-
bad.
Even the first
It
one,
was bad, but you
even the
couldn't-
first one, he didn't have a gun brandished at all. They just jumped on him and
Yeah.
shot him, bro.
Right.
Anyways, go ahead.
There's a little piece of that when there's just a pile on the ground, like maybe he reached for it, maybe, but then when the other angles came out, it was like, no, they just absolutely fucking murked this dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah. So I.
Don't lick boots.
God, I had one more thing
folks.
to add there. Don't
Oh.
like boots. Good lord.
Scrape your mind. Can you scrape and find it or no?
Oh, what I was going to say is things do happen, right? Like police make mistakes when they're arresting people. Something gets mistaken for a gun, yada yada. Like stuff does happen in the exercise of your duty, but just hold those people accountable. That's all we're asking for. That's
and-
crazy.
and by
First
the
of all,
way-
I don't support ICE at all, right?
No.
Like, don't support ICE at all, just to be clear. But they're trying to remove illegals. Okay, like, that is what they're doing on paper.
I was
And
gonna say
in the
on
exercise of
paper
those
that's what
duties,
they're
things
doing.
Can happen. Right.
They're being so gratuitous. I know what your ending
course-
was. Sorry,
of
go
course
ahead.
they
You
are.
weren't gonna say that they're reasonable right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I don't think they're being reasonable. But in the exercise of those duties, mistakes do happen. You just have to hold those people accountable, and you have to call it what it is.
I'll leave it on this. I actually told Joss on this when she asked me about this over the weekend. I saw an interview with the Minneapolis police chief after this happened, and he was like, the Minneapolis PD removed 900 weapons from city streets last year and arrested hundreds of violent criminals and didn't fire a shot. Didn't fire a shot.
Sure. Yeah, I believe
That's
that.
all you need to hear. Any rational
Right.
person would hear that and be like, yo, ICE is absolutely unhinged and fucked up. Because when you put it in that context, there's no excuse. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck ICE.
True.
There you go.